I'm back! Hello my kings and queens. So my nana, love the queen, love her. I think this was from a while ago, but I asked her to make me a sweater, like an oversized sweater, knitted sort of thing. Please just have a look at the sleeves. This is not a dig. I fucking love my nana. It's just fun. Like, no hate towards my nana. Nan, if you're watching, I love your work. Honestly, it's a look. But it's just funny that she thought, yeah, these arms would fit in this. Today, I am answering assumptions about me. I just put it on my Instagram, got people to answer. It's my close friends and what I would say other people would think of me, because I'm a little bit nervous to put it on my real story of like what people think of me, because I just feel awkward if nobody responds and I look like an idiot who just put it, even though I'm the only one that can see if no one responds. I'm like, what are your assumptions of me, guys? And everyone's like, no one cares. I forget I'm not an influencer. I'm like, why isn't anybody replying? But I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not anyone. Anyway, first assumption is you're super confident and never feel shy. I'm reading off my computer because I wrote them on my computer. Super confident and never feel shy, always happy. Okay, I got a lot like this because, which is like, I honestly forget. I feel like everybody has such a weird, like distorted perception of who they are, because I don't see myself as like super confident for some reason. I know I'm confident, but I don't see myself as like extravagant, like, oh my God, she's never sad, she's never shy. But that's a lot of the answers. So I'm like, it honestly helps you get to know who you are. That's not true. I have many moments when I'm super introverted, obviously, which no one would really see or know, but when I'm in an introverted mood, it's like the biggest switch up ever, and like nobody knows what to do, which is pretty shit because I'm annoying when I get like that. I know everybody hates when I get into a bad mood all of a sudden, because I just am like shut down, like I'm like this, and I no one can budge in there, which is bad, and I know I need to work on that. But when it comes to like being talented and being in a field where like you're competitive, I get shy. I'm like, oh, maybe I do suck. But when it's coming to like meeting new people, I feel like I'm confident because I'm like, hello. Yeah, I feel like it's when it's competitive, like, I don't know, sport stuff, when I'm like in a new team, I'm like nervous. Okay, the next one is you always wear cool clothes, you never look scat. False. I look more scat than I do look in cool clothes. I look more ugly all the time, and people that know me know that. When I'm going out, obviously, I'm gonna wear fucking nice, like, wearable clothes, but when I go to like Messina, I look terrible. When I go to, like, when I'm in my house in the mornings, I look so fucking ugly, but like, it's fine, everybody does. I look scat a lot. Like, my sister will be like, oh, she's fucking scat every single day. So I'm always in a good mood and you don't care, but you are also really good at hiding it. I'm not always in a good mood, but weirdly, most of the time when I'm around people, I like charge. If I'm feeling a bit, I don't know, low or insecure, and then I'm with people, they charge me up and they make me feel good. So it looks like to people I'm always in a good mood all the time. Again, like I've said before, there are times when I'm in a fucking shit mood and I'm not nice to be around. Like, run the other way. Like, I've always hated being that person who's super confident or super in a good mood, because when it is the opposite, it's like I feel like it's the biggest deal, and it's like, oh my God, Lily's in a bad mood. I'm like, it's not that deep. I just feel like shit. It sounds like I'm like, yeah, I'm just like always in a good mood, and like nothing's wrong with me. Really, I wish I always had a balance, which sounds so fucked up, but it's good that I like that people think that I'm always in a good mood, because it's not what it feels like sometimes. I am very good at hiding when I'm like anxious or uncomfortable, and I'll act really in a good mood still, because I don't know, I lead the conversation more to that other person, so I don't have to think as much about myself. So, and next question. Again, so confident, happy, we've already been through it, who cares? You think you're cool. Okay, I feel like some people probably think that too. They think that I think I'm the best person in the world and that I think I'm really cool. But that's obviously not true. And I think to do with like women, there is a lot of shame upon people who, like, girls especially, and boys, but more girls, who like confident and like are on a journey of loving themselves, and they're just brought down by other women or men even, or anybody, when they do show a bit of, I don't know, ego is not necessarily the best thing, but when they show a bit of self-esteem and self-worth, like when they show good self-worth, it's always seen like, oh, you're full of yourself, you're like you love yourself sick, which is such a fucked up thing because it is so hard, especially for girls. Like when you see someone, I don't know, post a thirst trap on TikTok, a girl, and you're like, oh, she loves herself, she's so cringe, whatever. Or just need to change the narrative. Well, I struggle with it. Like, I'm not being like, again, this is my whole thing. People think like, oh, you think like your brain is the best. I don't, but I've tried to implement me saying like, oh, slay. Boys, I'm sorry, it's a bit different. I'm like, when I see, I don't know, I don't have a 5'4" brunette in my bed, I'm like, I hate you.
Well, another night without a 5'4" brunette in my bed.
I do. See, it's a bit controversial, isn't it? But I can't, I'm like, no, thanks, no. I struggle with internalized misogyny with girls especially, but I've changed a lot. I just think, yeah, we need to bring everybody up, no matter who it is. I mean, I think I'm pretty awesome sometimes, but like, I'm not like, oh, I'm the best person in the world. I just think I'm unique. You think you're always right. Touchy subject because I am always right. I'm kidding. No, I fucking struggle with being stubborn. Ugh, hate to admit it. Say, you're stubborn. And I'll still say, no matter who says it, I can admit it. But whenever someone says it, especially particularly people when they're like, you're so stubborn, I'm like, I want to stab this in your eyeball because I hate you. Call me that, even though it's true. I struggle with thinking I'm right all the time because I'm always really skeptical about things. Not a good habit, but like, for example, Harry will be like, you know UFOs exist, you know that, right? And I'm like, show me the evidence. What the fuck are you on about? Aliens aren't real, like, fuck. And when I see like terrible quality videos and he's like, look, I'm like, how am I supposed to believe that? It's literally filmed from like 1978. Why am I, like, how would I believe that? No. There is no convincing me with certain topics. I'm like, And I have to be more open sometimes. Okay, you're not insecure. Oh God. I'm insecure about a lot of things, but I definitely have to give to myself. I've come a long way. For sure, I'm insecure about lots of things. More, it used to be really about how I looked. I've worked on that a bit now, but like, I'm so self-critical. I am very, this whole thing of like always being in a good mood, I'm very like, well, now you gotta stick to that because everyone thinks you're happy all the time. You gotta be this happy little girl. Of course, everybody has their fucking insecurities, no matter what. It goes up and down through waves. Next one is, you know what you want in life. No, I don't know. I do not know what I want in life. I have literally zero clue what I want. It'd be bloody awesome if this like just, I could, you know, live off this by making a certain amount. I refuse to be like fucking Billie Eilish or like Emma Chamberlain. Like, sorry, it's my worst nightmare because fucking hate comments, the depression, anxiety I get. I'm like, fuck that. I want to be at just like a level where I can do this because it's my hobby. And then a little bit of moolah on the side. Doing a podcast would be fucking cool. I would love to do that. I don't know if people would listen to me though. Like, I just ramble. But I guess that's what people on podcasts do. They ramble. That's literally the whole entire point. You have the perfect life and you're always out. Yeah, I have the perfect life. It's true. Sorry. It's true. No, I actually have a really good life. I'm really grateful. I have beautiful family. I have awesome cousins, awesome friends, awesome mother and father, awesome sisters, awesome boyfriend. I have a great life. I'm so grateful and I write down what I'm grateful for every single day. I don't always go out, no. There's some days I'm doing nothing when I'm not working, which is like kind of now. So I'm not always going out, but I always make the effort to like go to cafes, restaurants. I love that vibe. I love partying, I guess. I love doing little road trips. I love going up to Kilcare, my holiday house. Like, I love being out the house, but then also fucking love being home, like in my bed when it's raining. Not even movies. I don't watch movies. I have a great life, but it's not bloody perfect. Nobody's is. Why am I saying bloody as if I'm so Aussie? I'm like, yeah, it's not bloody perfect. Slightly on the spectrum. That's actually offensive, so I'm not even gonna answer that. No, I'm not on the spectrum. You don't give a fuck about what people think of you. I honestly don't. There's an extent, sure, where I do actually care what people think about me when it comes to certain things. But a lot of the time, I don't know, it's just the way I've been wired, I guess. I don't really care. I'm like, yeah, I just don't give a fuck. I'm not trying to sound like, I'm so self-conscious. Most of the time, I don't actually care what anybody thinks of me. First of all, because if it's people that I'll never meet again, I'm like, I'm never gonna see your face. Just be weird, because I'm like, you're not gonna maybe you remember me, but like you're never gonna see me again. I don't really care. Around who I like look up to, I give a fuck. I'm like, I want to make sure I have a good impression, or like I'm respectful of figures. I am very conscious of that, but especially when it comes to my YouTube, my TikTok, I always have the mindset that I'm posting it to my close friends because that's what I used to do ages ago. So now when I post a TikTok, I'm not thinking it's going to my followers, which is like 16,000 people, 17,000 people. I'm not thinking about that. I'm like thinking about it going, seeing my friends seeing it and being like, oh, your TikTok was funny, not like randoms. I forget that literally my one that I got 2.6 million views on my most recent one, no biggie, but I checked where it was going viral. In like Colombia, Spain, Argentina. I'm like, what? I don't even, like, that's so crazy, man. I can't comprehend it. I struggle to comprehend that. Next one is, you're dumb. That's so nice. That's actually really nice. And I know who you are that wrote that, you stupid bitch. But no, I'm not dumb. I hope to think I'm not dumb. And I also feel like every person who says they're not dumb is like, I'm actually quite smart. I would not say I'm smart at all. I'm like very average, sometimes maths below average in math. Like, and everything else, I'm like, okay, girl, you're staying alive. It's the work ethic that struggles. In HC, for example, I just didn't care to study because I'm like, I don't hate this. I hate school. And it just overrides studying. I'm like, oh, who cares? Just go upstairs. Watch your YouTube video. It goes on the next day, and I don't study because I don't care. Okay, last one is, you think you're funny? No. I wouldn't be like, if I met me, I wouldn't be like, oh, she was funny. I wouldn't say that. I say I know how to crack a few jokes once in a bloody while, and here we go again with the bloody. But like, yes, in moments I can have a good little witty comment here and there. I'm so cringe. I'm cringing at myself right now. I think I'm funny, yes. I think I'm very funny. Yeah, it's really awkward. Why is humor being called funny awkward? Why is that awkward? Anyway, okay, that was all of the questions. I hope you feel like you know me a little bit better. I want you guys to get to know me, to know the true, genuine me. That has been triggering me the whole time. I don't know, it's just ugly. Like, I'm like, it's ugly. Thank you for watching, my beautiful, beautiful human being. See you later, guys. Love you all so much. Like, subscribe, or else.